This year Daily News Report is federal unemployment benefits will be expiring next week. This means the additional $300 a week is going to end for 7.5 million Americans. The progressive Democrats are trying to get this extended. There's a new bill to help single parents. It's called the Single Parent Penalty Elimination Act, and we'll go over the details. The Supreme Court declared that the CDC eviction protection is illegal. The U.S. Census Bureau reports that 7.4 million Americans are now at risk of eviction. 60 Democrats in the House of Representatives are trying to put eviction protection into the upcoming human infrastructure bill. The United States came to an agreement with the Taliban to allow people to leave Afghanistan after August 31st. America got the support of 97 other countries, and I'll let you know what's going on. ISIS has been firing rockets at us in Afghanistan. Our missile defense system gunned down the rockets, and no casualties have been reported so far. Hurricane Ida hit Louisiana on Sunday as a Category 4 hurricane. Winds were approaching 150 miles per hour, and all of New Orleans lost power. State and local officials say that it could take up to 72 hours for first responders to reach certain areas. This is your Monday News, and I hope you're having a very nice day. Federal unemployment benefits will be expiring next week on September 6th. The $300 a week is going to end for 7.5 million Americans. The progressive Democrats are fighting to get this extended. Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez said, the Biden administration has indicated they have almost no willingness to extend the unemployment assistance. We have a Senate that doesn't want to do it, a White House that doesn't want to do it. It's going to take a very committed House of Representatives. Congresswoman Ilhan Omar says she's going to tally up how many politicians in the House of Representatives support an extension to see if there's enough votes to get it extended. Omar says that the federal unemployment benefits are important and necessary. She says there is employment available. However, the reality is that many of the jobs that are available are low-paying jobs where people cannot make ends meet. The Biden administration is aware that the progressive Democrats want to extend the federal unemployment benefits. The Biden administration said if any state wants to extend the $300 a week payouts, the states can use their stimulus money to do so. However, the answer appears to be no, at least for the moment, because none of the 50 states have pledged to do so. Many single parents feel like they're being treated unfairly when it comes to certain tax credits. For example, when it comes to the child tax credits, a married couple will receive the full amount of money if their combined income is $150,000 or less. If you're a single parent, you're going to receive the full amount of money if your income is $112,500 or less. Congresswoman Katie Porter said, this is a single parent's penalty, but it's the children that lose because more help is given to children in married households. There's a new bill called the Single Parent Penalty Elimination Act, and it's intended to help single parents. The new act would change the rules so that single parents would receive the same rules as married couples in order to receive the full amount of money. Congresswoman Katie Porter said, no child should receive less nutritious food or less secure housing just because their parent isn't married. Porter said there's no discount for single parents at grocery stores, child care centers, or at a doctor's office. Yet the child tax credit gives less help to single parent families. This legislation would eliminate this unfair penalty and give relief to kids in need regardless of their parents' marital status. In political news, last week on Thursday, the Supreme Court ruled 6-3 that the extension of the CDC eviction protection was illegal. This means that landlords can start evicting their tenants. Some states have ongoing protections at the state level, but the majority of states do not. The U.S. Census Bureau reports that 7.4 million Americans are at risk of being evicted. Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi said the Supreme Court immorally ripped away relief that is arbitrary and cruel. 60 Democrats in the House of Representatives are pushing Nancy Pelosi to take action. Those 60 House Democrats wrote a letter to Pelosi that said, we implore you to act with the highest level of urgency to extend the life-saving federal eviction protection until this deadly global health crisis is over. Please note that the Democrats, they have the power to put eviction protection into the upcoming human infrastructure bill. However, it's been left out with so many other things. The Biden administration is now asking state and local officials to stop unnecessary evictions. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen is also asking states and localities to pause evictions. Yellen said, our bottom line is, no one should be evicted before they have the chance to apply for rental assistance. In international news, on Sunday, the United States government came to an agreement with the Taliban. America got the support of 97 other countries, and the Taliban agreed to allow people to leave the country after August 31st. But our military still needs to leave by August 31st. America and the 97 countries issued a joint statement that said, "We are all committed to ensuring that our citizens, residents, employees, and Afghans who have worked with us can travel freely to destinations outside of Afghanistan." The statement said, "We have received assurances from the Taliban that all foreign nationals and any Afghan citizens with travel authorization from our countries will be allowed to proceed in a safe and orderly manner outside the country." The Taliban chief negotiator said, "The Taliban will not stop people from leaving Afghanistan." According to the State Department, there's currently 250 Americans still in Afghanistan that are trying to leave. On Sunday, the Pentagon announced that 2 high-profile ISIS targets were hit by an American drone strike. This was in retaliation for the suicide bombers that killed 170 people, including 13 U.S. service members. On Sunday, the U.S. military prevented a new ISIS bombing with another drone strike. Sadly, the strikes ended up with children as well. A family of 9 died, which included 6 children. ISIS has fired 5 rockets at us in Kabul, but our CRAM missile defense system has been shooting down the rockets. Currently, no casualties are being reported. On August 14th, the country of Haiti was devastated by a 7.2 magnitude earthquake that 2,200 people and hundreds of people are still missing. The earthquake destroyed 100,000 homes, and UNICEF reports that over 500,000 children are living without proper shelter, food, or clean drinking water after the earthquake. The U.S. military is now sending food, tarps, medicine, and emergency supplies to Haiti. America has now delivered more than 265,000 pounds of relief assistance. Haiti will be getting assistance from America for several more weeks. Wilkin Sandin from the Mission Hope Foundation said, "People need food, water, tents, and tarps. It's very, very bad right now." In current events, Hurricane Ida hit Louisiana on Sunday as a Category 4 hurricane. Winds were close to 150 miles per hour. Ida is one of the most powerful storms to ever hit the U.S. Ida was ripping off rooftops, knocking over trees, causing massive flooding, and it even reversed the flow of the Mississippi River. Residents in the coastal area were ordered to evacuate many days in advance. However, some residents decided to remain in New Orleans. Evacuation was not an option for 2,450 patients that were hospitalized in Louisiana. Over 1 million people in Louisiana lost electricity, and the entire city of New Orleans lost power. The largest utility provider in the state reported that the entire city lost power because of catastrophic transmission damage. The only source of power within the city was coming from generators. The governor of Louisiana asked the White House to declare a major disaster declaration on Sunday evening. The first fatality occurred at 8:30 p.m. on Sunday when a tree collapsed onto a home. The official fatality and injury count is currently unknown. State and local officials say that it could take up to 72 hours for first responders to reach certain areas. The governor of Louisiana said, "We have every possible resource ready to go help you. We'll get there sooner than 72 hours, if at all possible, to rescue people across the state of Louisiana." And I want to end with this interesting news. New research on weight loss has been released. According to a study published in Current Biology, researchers found if you increase your level of exercise, the body compensates for it by reducing the amount of energy it spends on basic metabolic functions. For example, if you go for a jog and you burn 300 calories, you're going to think that you burned an extra 300 calories for the day. But researchers are saying that that's not how it works. What happens is, if you go for a jog and burn 300 calories, your body will naturally respond by reducing the amount of energy it spends on other processes. But scientific researcher Professor Halsey says that more research needs to be conducted. Halsey says exercising is a healthy thing to do. However, losing weight is not a straightforward mathematical calculation when it comes to calorie burn. So please keep that in mind if you're counting your calories burned. And please remember that everybody or every body is unique when it comes to your metabolic processes. That's the news for today. If you enjoyed today's report, please be sure to subscribe. I thank you so much for your support, and I wish you a very nice day.